Hello everyone, welcome back to Short Shot Archery. Glad I could be making another video. We've actually not had power here for like 2 days. A really bad snowstorm took out the power. We had a generator to keep the house warm and things like that, but not enough power to actually run the computer to actually edit these videos, so there wasn't much I could do. So on with some archery news here. I'm tying two topics together in this one. First, we're going to start off with the announcement for the Olympic qualification procedure for Tokyo 2020. Yes, the start for the tryouts of the Olympics, it's edging towards us. You know, most countries probably aren't going to really start their actual selection procedure until 2019. I know the US will probably wait till 2019 for it to begin, and it won't end until 2020. But it's nice to start getting an idea on what you need to shoot, because yes, there is a minimum qualifying score. So they updated the scores for the men and women recurve. I haven't seen any updates for the para recurves for the men and women. Maybe that will happen a little later on. I know the Paralympics does come after the Olympics, so maybe they're going to wait like a month to announce if there is any changes to the required score you need to shoot in order to qualify to go to the Olympic Games. So, for the men, it is now upped to 640. I believe for Rio it was actually only 630, so 10-point jump there. For the women, they went from 600, I believe, at Rio to 605 now for Tokyo, so 5-point jump for the women. And I think that's really interesting. I'm surprised that the women only went up by 5 points. I don't know if it's just because there's the people that dominate the field. There's only a select few, so raising the bar too much will, you know, limit the participation. But it is cool that, you know, obviously the field for the women is improving because it did go up by 5 points. The men's field must definitely be improving. They went up 10 points. And you can see there's been some really impressive scores being thrown down over the last 3 years or so since the Olympics, or even at the Olympics, granted, with the scores Kim Woo-jin was shooting. But overall, I can, you know, really say with a lot of confidence that archery and the skill level required to shoot archery, like the time and effort people are putting in, it's just growing, and that is so cool. So hopefully the participation increases as well. In this article, it does talk about there's 128 slots open. It's obviously 64 for men, 64 for women. They talk about how mixed teams in there now, so there's additional medals. Super cool. So we'll have individual, mixed team, and team medals. So you can technically win 3 gold now in archery. Unheard of and really, really cool. They also cover that, you know, these couple slots are already allocated to the host country, so Japan already gets their slots for their team, things like that. So if you want all the full details, I will have a link to that in the description down below. But that's kind of an overview and just my little bit of, you know, my thoughts on this. I think it's really cool. It'll be interesting to see in another 4 years if the bar gets raised even more. 650 for men, you know, maybe 615, 620 for women. That'll be really interesting to see. I know you know, at 640, I can shoot a 640, but for me, I know I need to definitely put in even more effort and work and really work on my form, because I want to be able to qualify for the 2020 Olympics, and I know I need to now at least shoot a 640 in order to qualify. Of course, for the US, I probably need to shoot higher than that even to make the Olympic team. But another story for another day, but it is something to set our sights for and work hard towards as archers. So now into the second topic, Brady Ellison. Yes, Brady making headlines today with his double bows. No, he did not shoot 2 at once, even though the man's got a lot of talent, so I could see it being possible. I don't know how he would do it, but no, he shot recurve and compound, which is super impressive. I know a lot of people, including myself, that struggle to do just one. So major kudos to him, and I just wanted to like tie that into this whole Olympic thing. So here he is at the Versus MX shoot in Mexico. He goes and takes first in qualifying with a 686, and then goes and shoots pretty well in the compound. I believe he was in the top 10. So really crazy, really cool performance. I want to see how like the brackets and everything work out for that. So I'll definitely be keeping an eye on it. So it'll be really interesting to see what he does. I know it does mention that he was doing it just for the competition experience and like just shooting outside in really nice weather, but it'll be interesting to see if maybe he starts doing this more at other tournaments that he can, you know, because you are shooting 2 lines. The tournament does have to be structured so that you can pull that off, and I guess Versus MX is perfect for that. Other than that, it'll be interesting to see if he does do this at other shoots. So that pretty much wraps up this. I know it's pretty much just a talking head, but I really wanted to share my thoughts and just this news with everybody, and I just want to see and hear, well, see, I can't really hear. We could hear, that would be kind of cool. But I really just want to see everybody's, you know, feedback from it. So down in the comments section, please let me know, you know, what do you think about the new qualification requirements for the Olympics, or also, you know, what do you think about Brady shooting both compound and recurve? Do you think that maybe Brady's going to go switch to compound after like 2020? Or do you think he's just going to dabble with both, you know, recurve being his dominant field and then just do some tournaments on the side with the compound, mix it up a little bit? I know in the US there is a lot of compound events outside of actual target archery. So, you know, there's money and tournament experience to be gained there. So I don't know if that's part of it or not. I would just really like to hear what you guys think, because I always find everybody's opinions in the comments section very interesting, and I usually learn something along the way. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this little news flash, and as always, happy shooting, and look forward to more videos coming out soon now that I have power.